his tires spitting mud and gravel on the narrow shoulder. He had to stop. This was Pine Gulch, and people just didn't look the other way when someone was in trouble. Besides, this was a quiet ranch road in a box canyon that dead-ended 6 miles further on, at the gates of the Cold Creek Land and Cattle Company, his family's ranch. The only reason for someone to be on this road was if they'd taken a wrong turn somewhere, or they were heading to one of the 8 or 9 houses and ranchettes between his place at the mouth of the canyon and the Cold Creek. Since he knew every single person who lived in those houses, he couldn't drive on past one of his neighbors who might be having trouble. The little silver Subaru didn't look familiar. Arizona plates, he noted as he pulled in behind it. His headlights illuminated why the car was pulled over on the side of the road, at any rate. The rear passenger side tire was flat as a pancake, and he could make out someone. A woman, he thought, trying to work a jack in the damp night while holding a flashlight in her mouth. He bade a fond farewell to the dream he had so briefly entertained of sinking into his warm bed any time soon. No way could he leave a woman in distress alone on a quiet ranch road. Anyway, it was only a flat tire. He could have it changed and send the lost tourist on her way in 10-15 minutes, and be in that elusive bed 10 minutes after that. He climbed out and was grateful for his jacket when the wind whistled down the canyon, rattling his car door. Here on the back side of the Tetons, April could still sink through the skin like 1,000 needles. "Hey there," he called as he approached. "Need a hand?" The woman shaded her eyes, probably unable to see who was approaching in the glare from his headlights. "I'm almost done," she responded. "Thanks for stopping, though. Your headlights will be a big help." At her first words, his heart gave a sharp little kick, and he froze. Unable to work his mind around his shock, he instantly forgot all about how tired he was. He knew that voice. Knew her. Suddenly, he understood the reason for the Arizona plates and why the Subaru wagon was heading up this quiet road very few had any reason to travel. Magdalena Cruz had come home. She was the last person he would have expected to encounter on one of his regular hospital runs, especially not at 2 a.m. on a rainy April Tuesday night. But that didn't make the sight of her any less welcome. 100 questions jostled through his mind, and he drank in her features. What he could see in the glow from his vehicle's headlights, anyway. The thick hair he knew was dark and glossy, was pulled back in a ponytail, yanked through the back of the baseball-style cap she wore. Beneath the cap, he knew her features would be fragile and delicate, as hauntingly beautiful as always, except for the stubborn set of her chin. Though he didn't want to, he couldn't prevent his gaze from drifting down. She wore a pair of jeans and scarred boots. For all appearances, everything looked completely normal. But he knew it wasn't, and he wanted more than anything to fold her into his arms and hold on tight. He couldn't, of course. She'd probably whack him with that tire iron if he tried. Even before she had come to hate him and the rest of his family, they'd never had the kind of relationship that would have been conducive to that sort of thing. The cold reality of all those years of impossible dreams, and the ache in his chest they sparked, sharpened his tone. "Your mama know you're driving in so late?" She sent him a quick, searching look, and he saw her hands tremble a little on the tool she suddenly held as a weapon as she tried to figure out his identity. She aimed the flashlight at him, and, with an inward sigh, he obliged by giving her a straight-on look at him, even though he knew full well what her reaction would be. Sure enough, he saw the moment she recognized him. She stiffened and her fingers tightened on the tire iron. He could only be grateful he was out of range. "I guess I don't need help after all." That low voice, normally as smoothly sexy as fine aged scotch, sounded as cold and hard as the Tetons in January. Help from him, she meant. He didn't need her to spell it out. He decided not to let it affect him. He also decided the hour was too damn late for diplomacy. Tough. "Whether you need help or not, you're getting it. Hand over the tire iron." "I'm fine." "Maggie, just give me the damn thing." "Go home, Dalton. I've got everything under control here." She crouched again, though it was actually more a half-crouch, with her left leg extended at her side. That position must be agony for her, he thought, and had to keep his hands curled into fists at his side to keep from hauling her up and giving her a good